If you were in the IDMR prior to 1996, you'll remember this kind of insanity. This is an article from the LA Times, March 12, 1994. Conference calmly prepares for the end of the world by 1996. Doomsday members of the Institute of Divine Metaphysical Research expect the Earth to rest, but they feel relief rather than fear. Norfolk, Virginia's Connie Robertson and her husband Jimmy don't save for retirement or their children's college educations. Victor Jackson, a senior at the Cleveland State University, doesn't worry about the job market. You gotta stop right there. This is the kind of real-life consequences they caused people. They owe these people a lifetime for destroying their lives with this kind of stupidity, because you're going to find out it didn't happen, right? Anyhow, so these people were not saving. I know people personally in the Detroit branch that didn't save for their children's college fund, okay? And then they had to scramble and figure out how they were going to come up with it at the last minute. What a horrible, terrible, awful thing to do to cause people real-life consequences. But okay, I digress. That's because they know something you probably don't. By 1996, the world is going to end in an instant. The Jacksons and the Robertsons were among 1,000 people who attended the Institute of Divine Metaphysical Research conference, which ended here Sunday. The Institute is based in Los Angeles and claims a nationwide membership of 5,600, mainly African Americans. Those attending the group's 3-day event came from different parts of the country, but hold in common the belief that the world will end within 2 years, when the earth will turn 7 days old in God's reckoning and be ready for a rest. How will it end? They don't know, but end it will. They believe the Creator's plan began to unfold in 1931 when Henry Clifford Kinley, the founder of the Institute, received a divine message. With all of that looming on the horizon, one might think this crowd would be depressed, or at least a bit jittery, but just the opposite is true. Believers said that knowing their days are numbered gives them a profound sense of relief. Now that's cognitive dissonance right there. Okay, so it says, it puts me into a more relaxed state of mind, said Connie Robertson of Norfolk. I don't have as much pressure as the world would have, thinking they have to achieve so much. See that? This is causing you to not pay your bills, not to plan for your future. Jackson said, I can't look to long-range plans or anything like that. Why would you, right? You're going to be dead in 2 years. I just have to take it day by day, knowing the creation won't be here in 4 or 5 years, knowing that there will be no world by the year 2000. Now listen to this insanity. This is the kind of cognitive dissonance that this caused. These people were not planning to be here. These are people that took out loans and spent the money, or home equity loans, and wasted it going to these stupid conventions for absolutely no good purpose at all. Just to find out that they were lied to. That these guys like Dr. Harris and Gary Mathis and Burbank Mitchell and those guys that were behind all this, they didn't know what they were talking about. Just to know you won't have to deal with daily life anymore. To not have to be bothered by the cares of this world is a relief. I'm definitely not sad about it. I know they're lying. They're lying about that. If you know you're going to die, your family's going to die, your children are going to die, everybody you know, everything's going to end, you would have to be into some kind of crazy, insane cult state of mind to not be worried about that, because everybody, whether you're spiritually enlightened or not, there's a instinct to survive. We don't want to die physically or naturally so, and we do take the natural and understand the spiritual. So that's something don't line up. That I'm not worried about it. Okay, so and then the last part of the article says, end of the world's religious scenarios are nothing new, with the new millennium just around the corner. Doomsday prognostications are increasing so quickly that an academic newsletter attempts to keep track of them.